Cancerians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for June 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details and I will never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Cancerians, this is your June reading for 2022. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I transmute an outcome. Also, you will be feeling that new moon energy in Gemini, which is all about thoughts, thought-provoking time, drawing you to think back to situations or conversations that did not work out in your favor and making adjustments within yourself to make yourself clear, to make yourself heard and achieve whatever it is you set out to do. So it is really about clear thinking, making yourself understood with no mixed messages. So that's how this time period influences you as you move through the first half of the month. Now we also have the super full moon in Sagittarius, and that is on the 14th of June, and that is about inspiring yourself to believe in yourself, okay? It is about you looking at your journey and feeling fulfilled in the accomplishments that you've achieved so far. Humans, we tend to sort of look at our journey in terms of always looking forward. We're accomplishing things and then we're looking to the next thing to get on to accomplish, the next goal to hit. We never truly sort of really appreciate the moment and feel like we did a job well done and sort of pat ourselves on the back for the accomplishments we've already achieved, because we're always looking to the next. So this is about you reveling in that energy. And you may also feel, oh, I gotta go get that, very passionate energy that's coming out for you for the month of June. You may also feel called to reconnect to people you haven't spoken to or seen for a while. And they will also feel the same about you because this is a collective influential energy. So people may reach out from your past that you haven't seen for a little bit. They've been longing to be in your energy and vice versa. It is really quite a nice energy to reconnect to those that you haven't seen for a while. Now, in particular, your 12th house is activated right at the beginning of the month. So this is your deepest kind of part of your chart, the most sensitive. So that's also coinciding with that Gemini new moon energy, which means you're going to be all up in your head and your emotions. So you may be dealing with things like your insecurities, your fears, and really connecting to those things in order to overcome them. So you may be a little bit more emotional or sensitive, or even feel like withdrawing at the first part of the month because you're really just thinking about past situations, the woulda, coulda, shouldas, and then I feel like you're overcoming those and moving forward. And that's in all areas of your life, relationships, friendships, past situations gone by, career, that sort of thing. And then as we hit that super full moon in Sagittarius, your 6th house is activated about routines. So all of a sudden you're going to get a boost of energy to get going and sort of like finish your duties, do your work, finish like routines that you're in, like, for example, paying bills, cleaning. You're going to be in a real sort of resourceful kind of mood, productive mood, and you're going to be sort of fulfilling your obligations. So that the 6th house of the home life can also connect to, you sort of sprucing up your environment, where you like do a little bit of painting or, rearranging parts of your home to re-energize the space. So I really feel like you're looking at where you belong, and if you feel like you want to change, you may be uprooting and deciding to perhaps relocate or something like that. So that's what's influencing your chart in the month of June. But let's see what's coming out in the cards. It says the one who becomes. Okay, metamorphosis, transcend, journey. So you're overcoming those fears, you're overcoming those insecurities, and you're building confidence. You're having more confidence in yourself. You're finding that empowerment, and you are also leading with that, as you can see, she's touching her crown chakra there, that deep knowing of what to do next. So I really feel like you're being inspired, and I feel like you're elevating in your life. I do feel like there's a freedom here. They're actually showing me the star energy with this. So the one who becomes perhaps something that, you know, I mean, you've got the card of transformation and metamorphosis right there. So they're really showing me that you're changing something. This is your protagonist energy. You're recognizing that something needs to adjust or sort of formulate or evolve in order to release past situations. So with the star energy, I mean, you haven't got a star here in your energy field, as in the cards, but they're showing me a star with this card. So I feel like this is about clarity, foresight. I feel like you're embracing new ideas, personal growth. There's a lot of that going on in June, where you know, it's almost like you're recognizing you're right where you're meant to be, and you are who you are based on the circumstances that you've experienced to date, and you're looking at how those things influenced your journey and made you who you are right now. And I feel like you're starting to see that you're changing. You're responding to circumstances in a different way, okay? I feel like if anyone's got any expectations on you, my beautiful Cancerians, you're going to surprise them. That's what I get with this card. But this is definitely like elevation, you trusting your third eye and trusting your crown chakra as well, that deep knowing. You know that this change was meant to happen. So whatever that change is, whether it's connecting to your life's purpose, your true prosperity path, I feel like you're making progress. Okay, we've got the death card here, which symbolizes a real change within you, because it's number 8 there, which is, sorry, it's number 13. It's number 13 there. Number 8 is the number of the self, so I'm not really sure why I got number 8 there. It's number 13 for the death card. So, but I feel like there are changes that are happening within you. Perhaps that's why they're giving me that energy of number 8. But these changes, I feel like, are for the better. You're it's almost like you're weeding out insecurities or you know, blockages or patterns that you may have emulated in the past. You realize you must shed things that were familiar, but you know, they're no longer serving you. They're outdated ideas or outdated friendships or things that you're just, I feel like you're maturing, you're evolving to the next stage in June. And I feel like you're sort of like cultivating your land or your world to cut out anything that is in the way of your happiness. As you can see, the sun represents the most joyous part of the chart, where there's success, happiness, you know, happy families, that sort of energy. I feel like you are, as you can see, the cockerel there has got the scythe. You're willing to cut anything out that is destroying your peace of mind or your enjoyment in life, because life is too short. So I just get this energy where you're like, you got an epiphany or an aha moment where you're like, why am I putting up with this situation? Why am I putting up with this drama? Life's too short. I'm just going to withdraw into my shell, scuttle along, and find a happier spot to be in, because nobody is tying you down to that one situation. So I really feel like you're making big changes within you and responding to your outside world accordingly. Because what happens within, once you are happy within, nobody can touch that, okay? Nobody or nothing can influence that happiness, that contentment that you have within you. And then it starts to sort of like emanate outwards and influence your external circumstances as well. But I feel like there's radical change here for you in June. Now, we've also got the one who brings light. I don't even feel, my beautiful Cancerians, that you're aware of the happiness and joy that you bring to others. You really are a warmth, a loving soul that gives so much care, devotion to people. You know, you're all about the home space. Cancerians are often connected to the home space. Not that you're home bodies, but you need that sanctuary, and you make that sanctuary a very important space that actually everyone feels really welcome in, okay? But it says here, light, serenity, beacon. So I really feel like you are trying to find peace of mind, trying to sort of work out, are you on the right path? And in June, I feel like you've been having a bit of a challenge, actually. The Judgment card in this position basically means you've been doubting yourself, or there's been things that you felt like you lost out on in life or in your experiences, and it's knocked your confidence. But I feel like you're getting back up. I feel like you're releasing the blockages or the stagnation, and you're moving forward. I also feel like you're asking bigger questions, okay? I feel like you're asking philosophical questions about your happiness, where you belong, what is right for you in this sort of lifetime. The Judgment card is about weighing up your options, but it's about connecting to your true calling, your true prosperity, and sort of connecting also to your authentic relationship with yourself and your higher power. So I really feel like you're going to be listening to your guides, gaining clarity, and making really big but final decisions on a certain path in June. Now, some of you are going to be like wanting to change jobs, for example, because this is change. And this is to connect with your true purpose. So some of you may be actually either adjusting to make space for something that you think is your true calling, and you haven't had time to be doing it because you've been spinning lots of plates in other areas of your life and sort of looking after other people's needs, and now you're trying to focus on your own. So I feel like you're going to make space or make adjustments to sort of reconnect to something that you enjoyed doing, because this card is a card of like second chances or second wind, a renewal of energy. I really feel like the word they're giving me actually is remuneration. Remuneration. I think that's a word. I think it is. I'm going to have to look it up. But remuneration is what I'm seeing in the water. So it's almost like if things don't add up, you're investigating another way to do things, or you're hoping that everything adds up and that you're on the right path. That's what I get. Remuneration is almost like re-examination, I guess. I feel like you're going to get this like boost of energy and confidence. I just get this confidence energy. Some of you will want to gain closure on past situations in your life, whether that's when you had low self-esteem or they're giving me this word shyness, of course. So some of you, of course, we all exhibit shyness in certain circumstances, but I feel like you may be trying to conquer fears and things like that in order to overcome things like shyness. If you're looking for a relationship or friendships and things like that, you will be dealing with bigger topics like that about who you are and how you operate within certain circumstances. And you're going to be kind of looking back at how previous experiences influenced who you are today, and you're going to be looking at patterns. And if you feel like something, for example, has been having a hold on you, like for example, if you were bullied when you were younger and you felt like that has really shaped and formed how you operate with new people, you may feel cautious, or you feel like you cannot be your true self until you test the waters to see if it's safe, because you've been in experiences where you were not accepted, or you were bullied for who you were. So I feel like you're responding to those situations by looking at them and letting them go. They no longer have a hold on you. So I hope that makes sense, okay? Now, also we've got the one who listens. Understanding, witness, compassion. So that's also about having compassion for yourself, but I also feel like you're listening to your intuition. You're understanding that actually, if anyone tried to dull your shine, you're noticing that actually the only reason they tried to dull your shine is because they had no shine of their own. They tried to rob you of your power. They tried to rob you of your inner courage, of your strength. Okay, because they did not have strength of your own. Remember, people don't tend to either bully or try to challenge people that they feel are below them. They tend to try to knock people who they feel are above them. So find solace in that fact that I know I can't change the experiences for you, my beautiful Cancerians, but you can change the way that you look at them, that where they have no power over you anymore, okay? Those circumstances in the past, it's because it's often projected energy. If someone feels like they're not good enough within themselves, they actually project that energy to make someone else feel not good about themselves. It's really very complex. Humans are very complex creatures. But I just want you to be aware that if someone tried to control you, or there was a negative situation in your past, it is projected energy of how they actually felt about themselves. And they tried to chip away at your confidence because you're the one who brings light. You're the one who brings shine. So remember, in terms of friendships, relationships, you are an empath. So you're someone who brings a lot of nurturing and healing to people, but you're very supportive as well. And they tend to gravitate towards your shine because it shines the brightest. Okay, the darkness always is attracted to the brightest light. So just remember that when it comes to overgiving and looking at past situations, forgiving them to let go of them, not in order to let anyone or the situation off the hook. It is to lighten your karmic load so you walk freer on your journey in life. Okay, so we've got the one who listens. Okay, so I do feel like someone may come towards you and confide in you in the month of June there. We will go deeper with the Celtic cross in a moment, but I really feel listening is very important in all walks of life, of course, but I feel like someone's going to really confide in you. They really need a shoulder to cry on, okay, is what I'm getting here. And remember, you can't, sometimes the best thing you can do is listen, be that shoulder to cry on. We can't always fix things for other people. So remember to, of course, we can give good advice. I'm trying to understand the energy that's coming through. Of course, we can give good advice, but we can't fix things for everybody. So if you always feel, Cancerians, that you want to fix things and make things awesome for everybody all the time, there's something in the past that is unresolved within you where you feel like you have to be a savior, okay, to people. And remember, you're not someone's emotional crutch. You're a wonderful friend and lover and spouse and all of the labels that we put ourselves under. But remember that you can't fix everybody. I don't know why that's coming out, but that's basically what is the energy right now, okay? Now, we've also got the Hangman. So they're showing me right at the, as I said, there's going to be withdrawal. Basically, this is the full scale of the month. Right at the beginning of the month, you're going to feel like withdrawing. The Hangman energy is a pause, a temporary pause to reevaluate circumstances in order to manifest better opportunities. Something, it's almost like you sacrifice something in order to gain something new. So I do feel like you're sort of like surrendering to a new perspective in the month of June, but you're taking a step back or a pause before there is action with the Magician card. So I do feel like there is this, it really connects to your houses, the 12th house of that deep reflection part where you're taking some time out to think about things and see maybe past situations in a new light so that they can inform your journey as you move forward in the year. And then the last part of the month, the 6th house, is all about action, doing, being productive. Also, I feel, you know, you're going to see that you're going to be appreciated for all of your skills. The Magician card is a card of accomplishment, having confidence to take action and focus and achieve your goal, whatever it is that you've been manifesting, for example. Also, this card reminds you that you are very, very talented at what you do. You are very precise. Your focus is second to none, and you may be required to have your focus in order to make some sort of change on your life's purpose during March. Okay, as March, I meant June. Why have I gone into March? That's so weird. Perhaps you're going on a march, or perhaps this is something that will actually be activated later on. You may be starting something now that ends in March. I mean, March is like, if I'd said by accident like May, okay, I understand because we've just come out of May. But to say March, it's so odd. It's like a couple of months ago. So it could also be that maybe you're going on a march to fight for something, fight for change, or you know, maybe you're fed up with something that has been you know, a long time coming and you just needed that change. So please take it as it resonates. I'm not really sure why March came out, so I'll move on from that energy unless they give me something more on that. But I just see that you are going to change something. You're going to really think about this change, and it's for your prosperity. It actually unlocks a lot more abundance towards you, and the Magician is indicating that you're doing this all by yourself. You have the power. You are the catalyst for change itself. Now I'm just going to get a Celtic cross for you. I'm going to get all the cards here before I transmute your outcome. Wow. Okay, I got to go get that card. It is a starting card, so it's most important that I don't leave it on the floor. One moment, please. I'm just going to go get that. Wow. It's the Magician. All starts from there, okay? So this is the heart of the matter. Taking action, knowing your worth, knowing that your skills, you have them. knowing that your skills are important, knowing that your vision is coming to life. You're trying really hard to achieve something, and you've been working and focusing on this for a long time. So I feel like you've been in magician mode for quite some time, but sometimes you doubt your abilities, or sometimes you doubt your capabilities or your power. Don't let anyone rob you of your power. Don't let anyone rob you of your voice, okay? You have everything you need within you to achieve and accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. The Magician card indicates in June there's a certain magic about you, okay? It's almost like everything you touch turns to gold or starts to manifest. Your thoughts are really becoming things, and you're really connecting to source. You're aligning yourself with not only your will, but with Spirit's will. And, you know, the Magician actually reminds you that miracles are possible because you have everything you need. You just need to believe in yourself, okay? So this is Aries energy of taking charge. So this is you basically doing a lot of manifestations. You have infinite possibilities to achieve whatever it is that you're focused on at this time. And of course, you will be implementing your skills, your initiative. That is about, you know, moving. You are being that catalyst, as I said, for change. What is crossing you? The King of Wands. Sometimes you feel unmotivated, or sometimes you feel a lack of passion. You struggle with energy. You're always on the go. You actually may burn yourself out sometimes. But the King of Wands here in this position, the crossing position, is basically motivation. Sometimes you may feel a little bit unmotivated, or you may feel like you just don't have what it takes, or you don't have the power. You know, you've gone from the Magician to the King of Wands. So that means, you know, you're being bold in the month of June to take action on something, and it requires your influence. You can be confident in your own ability and your vision, and don't be closed off to new ideas though, because I feel like these new ideas will actually really help you as you move through. Look at that, Seven of Wands. Don't give up on your vision. Hold true to that vision. You know, wonderful energy. We've got the Death card, and we've got the Magician card. So this tells me that you're leaving. The Death card is in the past. You've decided to change something. It's almost like a new Cancerian has entered the building, and you know, these changes are ricocheting throughout your June, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? Near future, we've got Wheel of Fortune. I only take the uprights in this deck, just so you're aware, and I only talk about the challenge positions in the reverse. So we've got Wheel of Fortune. We've also got Hangman in your advice to yourself. So you're hanging back there. You're getting the same cards as in your major fated energy. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. So you're taking some time out to think about something. Now we've got the Five of Swords there. So Five of Swords is the external environment. Someone has tried to destroy your mental peace, or there's been some conflict or challenge. You may have even thought someone's playing mind games, or this is something that you've been experiencing and you're trying to respond differently to these circumstances so they don't affect you, so that you have the power. And that is exactly what you have. You know, there will be karma. There will be good karma here. You will get what is right for you, and your person, or the person that you're dealing with, will actually get karma for whatever it is that they are doing that is negative towards you. Now, they asked me to go again, so I did. Now, we do have a King and Queen of Wands on the board, so this can mean, you know, that there is a perfect match for you in terms of whatever it is you're trying to instigate. If it's career-oriented for you, it can mean that you're attracting people who vibe at the same frequency as you. You all have a common goal, and you can come together and work together as a unit. There may also be a little bit of chemistry between you and a new person, or chemistry, the right chemistry. It could even be just work chemistry, where both of you take the initiative and you sort of spur each other on, or sort of inspire each other to achieve greatness. It doesn't always have to be about relationships, but it could also be like a business partnership or a partnership that we're dealing with here as well, because there's two people on the board. But let's get straight to it first. The Magician card. You are trying to change things with your will. You are using your intense focus, and you are taking the initiative to use your skills, your talent, in order to affect change in your world. Now, the change is all over the board. We've got the Death card, the Scorpio card here. I feel like, I mean, we've got a Page of Pentacles here, so this indicates that, you know, you could be attracting a new opportunity that's connected to work, or you are working on something patiently to raise money or get money. Now, some of you, because that March came through, some of you may even be doing things like marching for a charity or a cause, and you're trying to raise money for that. And I feel like your efforts really do change things. So just so you're aware, that's not going to resonate for everyone, but that's coming through as well. But the Magician card indicates you are the pinnacle. You are the magician. You're the master or the mistress of your craft, and you're really good at what you do. Okay, you have intense power, but sometimes you either are meeting people or situations that try to rob you of your power, or you feel that sometimes you don't believe in your power or in your position. So we've got the King of Wands here. Now, the King of Wands at its grassroots is a natural born leader, and that's what you are, Cancerians, but you're not the sort of person who's power hungry. You just like to make sure that your home life is all well, that, you know, your family, your friends, the people that you consider your nearest and dearest, as long as that's all in order and all healthy and well, I mean, that's your pure happiness right there. But of course, we all want exterior things as well. So I feel like, you know, in terms of your career, I feel like you're the best at what you do. And I feel like you're actually either elevating to a position of power, or you are in a position of power and you do not realize your true power. This basically, when you read the reversal as a challenge position here, there's something here where you may feel you're not ready. You're not ready. So whether that is you're not ready to move, or you're not ready to change something, or you sometimes fear change. I mean, I'm a water element too. I'm Scorpio, and water elements, while we are very, very flexible at change and transition, we often don't like to. We like our routines. So change, I mean, most humans, we don't like change unless we are activating the change. So, and even then we kind of question whether we're doing the right thing. But I feel here that you're empowering yourself in June. You're taking action on something, and I feel like you're influencing the situation in a really confident way. Now, with this card also, I feel this is about you finding your motivation, your drive. And you may have felt a little bit low energy or a little bit defeated recently. Maybe you've been looking at like world circumstances, or you felt like you're in a cycle of repeat. And when we're in a cycle of repeat, sometimes we start to feel a little bit lethargic, or we start to feel a little bit like stuck in a rut, as it were, and you're trying to keep yourself motivated. That's what I see. I feel like you're trying to keep the passion alive for something that sometimes it's difficult, okay? Because I feel like it's a challenge. But I feel like you're on the right path, whatever it is you're doing here. Now, for example, some of you may be partnering up in business, or there is some sort of partnership or creative collaboration with people, maybe even a team. I feel like it's right, because we got the Justice card right here underneath. So I feel like you're very honest and open, leader with integrity, and I feel like you're going to find yourself in the right situations with the right people. Now, some of you may actually well, I feel most of you are actually going to be a bit more creative in the month of June, and your passion is really going to shine through. So if you've had any blockages and felt a little bit like there's no ideas coming, or you feel unmotivated, that's all going to change in June. You're going to actually feel this boost of energy, and you're going to stay strong to your visions. Now, the Justice card in this position indicates you just want what is right. You just want what is fair. Okay, so if, for example, if you're working really hard, you are hoping to achieve the rewards that you're intending to accomplish. So that's fair, because it's all about reciprocity. It's about weighing up your options and making a decision about what is right for you. So basically, the Justice card is about making a decision. A decision needs to be made, and your actions in the now will affect your future. So I feel like, just like I did a Virgo reading earlier, there's like a catalyst month for change, and it seems to be June for you and Virgo. So either you're dealing with a Virgo as well, or you got Virgo placements. I mean, most signs are getting a major change this month. But I feel like you are right on track, and there's some really good karma that is coming your way. I feel like you're going to see evidence of the law of karma in your world in June, okay? That you're on the right path, that, you know, all the effort that you put in, you will see the rewards come out, okay? So I feel like all your hard work is not for nothing. There is definitely reward here as well, okay? But I feel like you've been fighting. you've been battling away. It just feels like it's been an uphill struggle all the time. And whether it's like not an uphill struggle at work, maybe it's just that you're finding it an uphill struggle to keep motivated, to keep on top of bills, or keep on top of like, going to work, cleaning the apartment, paying bills, going shopping for food, looking after children. There's so much going on. I feel like you're doing a lot right now, even if you're not doing all of those things. I feel like you've got a lot on your plate right now, and you're struggling sometimes to be motivated to find the enjoyment in the day-to-day, okay? And that's been coming out a little bit for a lot of signs, so let's put it that way. In the past, we've got transition card, the death card. Something came to an end, or something you have decided you are changing is coming to an end. So this could be a relationship. It doesn't have to be. This is something that's already happened. It's in the past, okay? But the repercussions of it are still occurring in June. So whether you decided one day last month or a couple of months ago, you know what? I don't really vibe with this job anymore. I'm going to put my resume out there, and I'm going to see if there's any other opportunities that can change my life and make me feel more emotionally fulfilled, bring a little bit more excitement into my world, somewhere where I can feel like I can achieve something. I can't where I'm at right now because I've hit a glass ceiling, for example. So you may put your resume out there. That is the catalyst. Sorry, I got an itchy leg. That is the catalyst for change, okay? And then, as you can see, you're empowering yourself and you're doing what is right for you. And as a result, you're actually fighting for a new position. And fate intervenes to bring you this new position, and we got to win. We've got something to celebrate here. And you're overcoming any petty squabbles or any drama. So if there's people at your workspace that are causing, office politics, or there's just a lot of like mind games and, sabotage and that sort of thing, I feel like you're leaving all that behind. Same with a relationship. If you're like, feel like someone's always trying to gain the upper hand in a relationship with you, I feel like you're putting the foot down saying, no, I'm sorry, that's just got to stop now. I let it run for a while. I gave you the benefit of the doubt, but it's not happening anymore. So I really feel that transition energy is empowering you, okay? There's an evolution here. I feel like you've been going through a bit of a testing time, but you're regaining your power in June, and you're going to start to feel a lot more confident as well about who you are. A lot of you as well are going to see how attractive you truly are. You're going to be connected to, and I know it's not about aesthetics or how we look or anything like that, but when you wake up some mornings and you look in the mirror and you're like, who's that? My gosh, I don't even recognize myself anymore, because you've woken up, you've got the side of the pillow sort of like etched into your face, your hair stuck to your face, all of those things, and you're like, ugh. But then there's some mornings you wake up and you're like, oh wow, I look pretty awesome today. I got that bed head going on. The pillow didn't leave its mark on my face today. I'm looking like a human. It's quite cool. So, and you feel really good about yourself. Those days we feel awesome. But on the day before, it's just the same you, but you just felt a little different about yourself that day, okay? So I feel like this is about you in June, really feeling great about yourself, like you're walking on air. You're recognizing actually you're beautiful, both inside and out. That is a card of beauty, of confidence. That's your feisty self, believing in yourself. This is you inspiring yourself to believe in your creativity, in your passion for your goals and your dreams, and that you are a go-getter. And that, yes, the home life is important to you, but when you are happy within yourself and inside and out, your home life becomes a lot more happier place as well. So you can actually go out there and accomplish great things and come back and have a wonderful, happy home life as well. But I feel like there's something to celebrate here. Really good, great energy coming in June. Now the potential here is basically when it's opposing the Justice card, it's basically saying if you want something, it's got to be worth the fight for it. And if it's not, you're changing, you're releasing the things that you feel like it's not worth it anymore. But there's something here that is worth fighting for. And the Seven of Wands is an indication that you will hold your ground. You will hold your vision. You're not going to conform. You're going to persevere. You're capable of going the distance, and you're unstoppable. You're engaging in sustained effort in something that you think is right for you. So whether that is you're marching for peace for the world, whether it is that you're marching for your rights, whether it is you are standing true to who you are and standing up to authorities at work, or a situation that has been, trying to sort of like defeat you in some way, or cause drama or conflict, whatever it is, you are standing your ground and you're going to win. Okay, the Justice card says there is a win-win situation here for you, but it means also that you have to remember how powerful you are, because you're engaging in sustained effort. You can achieve whatever it is you set out to accomplish. I mean, the fight could literally be like that you want to go into a certain sector that is difficult to get into. For example, I'm trying to think now. Okay, so for example, most artists of our time, some of them thrive, and we all create in a way, but the ones that become really, really, really well known, far and few between, and the ones that become legendary, of course, have already passed. So you may feel like you have to fight for your position, fight for your creativity to be noticed, and you got to ask yourself, is it worth it? The answer is yes, because this is you holding true to your vision and keeping your being authentic to who you are, being like expressive. You're being called to express yourself in your own unique way, and not give up. So I feel like something you've been fighting for all of a sudden shows up in your world. That's what I see. I see you fighting for something, whether it's for justice, whether it is, maybe you're going through a court case, maybe you went through a separation or divorce, or maybe you or thinking about leaving a job or getting out of a contract. I feel like you're fighting for what you believe is right, and you're going to win, okay? Or whether it's you're fighting for a new role, a new job opportunity, you're going to accomplish it. In the near future, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, a lucky break. So I would say watch out for some really awesome good luck in the month of June. Your destiny is also becoming apparent to you. You know why you're here, you know what you need to do, and I feel like there's progress, there's movement forward. Now, the Wheel of Fortune basically reminds us that we're always in a cycle of repeat, but this time it's different. This time you're changing the possibilities. This time you're opening yourself up to good fortune, good karma, and there's going to be some random opportunities that just work out in your favor. If you feel like it's a little bit risky or a little bit like dicey, whatever it is you're doing, hang back. Really have a thought about it. Really analyze things from all angles. Don't rush into anything, especially since we got the Hangman energy there. It's like stop, look around, reevaluate. If you still want the things that you want and you feel like it's safe to proceed, then go for it. But if not, hang back, change your mind. We can always change our circumstances, okay? Now, we've got the Hangman right there. This is your advice to yourself in this moment, which is to gain knowledge, to see things from a different perspective. For example, if someone is trying to cause you problems here or causing tension, you got to ask yourself why. What is the root? Why is this person trying to, if it's a relationship, why is this person trying to make me feel jealous? It's because they feel their self-worth next to yours right now is at their lowest ebb. Now, of course, that's not a mature energy to try and make someone else jealous because of your own insecurities. That's not acceptable, okay? But if we can understand why people react in the way that they do, and that there's always a reason, we get to the root cause, then we can respond to it in a different way, or address it in a different way, or release it in a different way. So the Hangman is giving you clarity from a different perspective. So this Hangman, I feel like you're in a pause kind of mode, a halt, where you're gaining insight. You are meditating on something. You're trying to look at things like in a different way, but also I feel like you're looking at the sacrifice that you give for the things that you want. So as I said, all these cards, if I was to do an equation of all these cards that you got for the month of June, it's like you doing a reevaluation of, okay, I want this, which means I have to sacrifice my energy, my time, my position, or my energy to go and accomplish it. But I feel it's right for me. So I feel I'm going to hold true to that vision. I'm going to persevere. I'm going to put all my sustained effort into engaging with that thing, and I'm going to accomplish it. I'm going to get it. So, but you're weighing up whether it's worth it. So I feel like that's what you're doing here. Now with this Hangman energy, I really feel like you will gain enlightenment, okay? The external circumstances position. Now, this is what is around you at the moment. This is not you. This is what is externally affecting the situation. So the Five of Swords is a card of mental conflict, overthinking. So something is trying to take away your mental peace, or you feel has been unfair. okay, or has tried to defeat you, or people have been causing conflict or something like that. Five of Swords is like playing mind games or sneaky behavior. So you may feel that externally, whether it's at your workspace, whether it's within a friendship, whether it is, there's a little bit of drama going on. Whether it's in a relationship, there's a little bit of drama. I'm going to pull a card on the Five of Swords because you may feel like something's off. I mean, this could even connect to world circumstances. You feel like there's something underhanded going on behind the scenes and you can't quite put your finger on it, but you know something's not right. And you're trying to put yourself in a powerful position to protect yourself. So whether, for example, this has been coming out a lot in the readings for June. Okay, as you can see, we've got a Page of Pentacles here. Page of Pentacles, they tend to like offer a pentacle. This Page of Pentacles in particular is looking after the looking after the pentacle, like securing it, like protecting it. Okay, so I feel like some of you may be thinking about strategies to protect your money. For example, you may be looking at world circumstances and going, okay, I can see a cycle here, because we got a cycle in play in the near future. I can see a cycle here. All the inflation is going up, the prices are going up, everything's going up, which means there's going to be a big boom, a big kind of like moment where things come tumbling down. So you may be actually protecting your position. So it could be anything really, but I feel like you're in a protective mode where you're empowering yourself, okay? And you're overcoming that. But let me just pull a card on that Five of Swords for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? I mean, it's a win. Whatever this is, whatever challenge you're going through, you're heading straight for the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is coming out for the second time. So even if there's like been a little bit of drama in your family unit, because the Four of Wands talks about the home space, talks about family, can also talk about winning something, but I feel like there's something that's coming to like a conclusion or a pinnacle. So if you've been going through some conflicts in the home space, for example, I feel like in June, actually, it's going to be a lot more peaceful time. I feel like you're going to reassert your power, not in a dominant way, but in a way where you're saying, look, drama, life's too short for this sort of thing. Why not let bygones be bygones and everybody just live in peace? And I know it's not as easy as that, but I feel like you are finding that peace in the home space, that sanctuary in the home space, because this card is a card of like homecoming. It can also be that, for example, if you've been going through a difficult time, you're seeking solace in, company of good friends, people that you really feel great about, that you can have great conversation. And when you meet those people that you haven't seen for a long time, but it's like you saw them yesterday and you have a great conversation and great time. You're like, oh gosh, that's why that person's my friend. It just really elevates you. So I feel a lot of that's going to be happening in June for you. Also, the Four of Wands just tells me that if someone is trying to pull the wool over your eyes or be sneaky in some way, you're just going to lead with integrity, honesty, truth, and the truth will out always. So I feel like you are going to win, whatever this is. If it's a court case, whether it's an argument, whether it is, you fighting to achieve your goals, you're going to win, okay? I see you accomplishing it. This is like a finish line, it's like these guys or girls have walked through a portal where they have accomplished something. They're at like a pinnacle point and they're celebrating. So definitely something really great is headed your way. Now, hope and fear, we've got the Page of Pentacles. So this is about, working really hard, your sense of effort for what you put in, how you apply yourself to your job or your making money. And if you're not working and you're retired, for example, this could be about you protecting your money, learning how to be more money savvy, and get a sense of making your finances stable, and so that you can use and be more resourceful with your money in the future. So I feel like this is about you sort of like getting clear on finances. And if you're looking for a new job, for example, there's one being offered to you. There's an opportunity coming on in. Now, some of you may be looking to elevate your position or get a promotion, for example. I feel like you will be offered a promotion. There is elevation in your chart for June, and there is more money, but it may be only a small step up and you are looking for a bigger step up, but I feel like it's going to grow exponentially. There's more to come. It's not just there over there, okay? So if you are looking for that job or an opportunity to be promoted. I feel like there is definitely movement in that direction. Now, for example, some of you may be your own boss, you may be an entrepreneur. If you work for yourself, this is definitely an indication that you're really good at what you do, you're very talented, but you may find it a struggle because working for yourself is obviously very, very difficult. So you may decide to employ someone that you trust. This person may be someone that you is a family member, or someone that you really trust within your soul tribe, in order to help with the load. You don't have to do it all by yourself. But with this card, it tells me about how hardworking you are, that you lead with integrity, true grit, that you have a lot of stamina, and you're very dedicated to your goals. You're very committed, and you will reap the rewards that you seek. Your hard work will pay off, okay? So I definitely see there's just a little fear that what if everything I've been working for is just not worth it? What if I've, everything I've been saving for just like isn't enough? I just get these fears here where I feel also that you may have been having problems saving money, for example, or you may have been having trouble with perhaps a child, or who's been a little bit unruly, or maybe you've been having trouble with somebody that's been causing a bit of discomfort in your world, and you may be like, look, I've given my all to make the situation right. I can't give no more. If you can't give no more, you're taking a step back, you're withdrawing, because once you've given your all to a situation and you can do no more, the only next step is logical to take a step back. With that Hangman, that's what you're doing. You're taking a step back, and then you can see the change unfolding. I hope this is making sense, because some of this, this is a very complex reading, and it's not what I at all expected for your chart, but it's important in your progress. At Grassroots, there's a huge opportunity that's coming your way that you will celebrate, that actually sees you in a position of power, and power looks differently to everybody. In a position of power can mean that you're really confident with your skills and you're noticed for what you're doing. Someone says, hey, Cancerians, you did a good job there, good job. That could be your empowerment. It doesn't mean you're seeking validation. It means that you feel like you're in a really good position. And empowerment could also be that you're stepping into a leadership role where you feel you have more responsibility, more control over your day-to-day, and you're earning more money for it. So whatever power or success looks like for you, your chart looks very, very positive for the month of June. Now we've got the Queen of Wands. Again, male or female, not a gender specific reading, it's about the energy. So the Queen of Wands is someone who's confident, knows her true worth, has that spirit, that rejuvenated spirit that sort of comes alive, where you're just like very passionate about things. I feel like your passion, your vitality returns in June. If you felt like you'd lost it in some way, it's definitely back in June, okay? Also, the Queen of Wands is a card of creative collaborations, soul connections. So whether you're reconnecting with friends, because the Four of Wands can be reuniting with people you haven't seen for a while, people who just make you feel like good about yourself and like you've come home to them, that sort of energy. Or whether you're finding creative collaborations to work with where you just feel like you fit in. This is definitely a card of being passionate and being interested in what you do. Jumping out of bed in the morning and feeling enthusiastic about your day. That's what June's going to be like, okay? This card is also a card of magnetism, attracting whatever it is you are passionate about. Now, some of you may actually be realizing how attractive you are, and that sometimes when you've talked about yourself in the past, you may have been a little bit negative. So I feel like you may be even looking back on old photographs of yourself. That's showing up right now. They're showing me old photographs. So either you're just looking at old photographs right now as you're listening to this reading, or maybe on your phone, or on this is how old I am, back in the day when you had like a photograph album, that sort of thing. So you may be actually looking at things like that of you in the past and going, damn, I was super hot. Why didn't I see myself as being so beautiful? Why is it at the time I was so insecure? And you're looking back now going, I wish I had more confidence in myself. Your guides want you to be aware, apply that to the now. You still got the now. The past is the past, so just be aware of that. I also feel luck is going to visit your door. They're showing me a cat. Now, they're actually not showing me a black cat. That's a beautiful black cat there. They're actually in the water showing me a Siamese cat. Siamese cat, very, very unique looking. So either you're going to see one of those come across your path if you don't have one. And if you have one, it could be your Siamese cat that I'm seeing. But they're showing me a Siamese cat. So that is a signifier in the month of June, okay, where your luck is about to change for the positive. So look out for a Siamese cat. Very unique find, okay? You don't just see a Siamese cat walking down the street. So it's going to be a very unique, but it's going to be a symbol from spirit. I mean, it could be a painting. It doesn't have to be the real live cat, but it could be a painting. So just be aware of that. Now also we've got a win, a celebration. Four of Wands is preparation as well. It is preparing to win, preparing for the moment of success. So I feel like basically what I see here is you are prepared, an opportunity arrives at your door, and that's where success meets in the middle. Okay, so I feel like you're prepared for the success. Your skills are ready to take yourself to the next step, and there is joy, fulfillment, and I feel also you're going to be reconnecting to the home space. The Four of Wands is all about the home space, where it's going to be a happier environment, more fruitful environment. Some of you are going to want to move. They're going to want to move or change a house in some way, and you may be a little bit mentally conflicted as to whether this is the right move for you. Remember, where you feel good, where your heart space feels pure and you're elated to be there, if it feels good, it means it's right, okay? Use your intuition, it will not lead you astray. Now also, for some of you, you may be looking for love, for example. I mean, I cannot ignore the fact that there is a king and a queen on the table here. So you may have been manifesting, a counterpart, and one is showing up for you in the month of June. The Wheel of Fortune indicates a surprise opportunity to meet somebody new that you have chemistry with and wants the same things that you want, perhaps to settle down, have a family if you can have one or if you want one. Page of Pentacles indicates that there will be an offer here. There will be an investment, the start of something between you both. It starts off slow. It starts off there's a lot of chemistry, but I feel like there's a small investment. At first you may think, is this just like a fling? But I feel like it grows into something more, okay? And of course, for those of you who are going through a court case or things like that, I feel like you'll get a very fair and balanced outcome. You win the situation, hold true to your ground, lead with integrity, but you may not get as much money as you had thought, is what I see, but it's still a win, okay? It's still a win. So yeah, but hang tight. I feel like there's a really good change and opportunity headed your way in the month of June. I definitely see progress. Something that you're trying to achieve, there is progress. Thank you so much for it, husband. Okay. Yeah, look at that. I said it. Always prepared. You're prepared. You're meeting opportunity. Always be prepared, because you never know when the universe just pops out of nowhere and says, here's an opportunity, or here's a person that you sort of wanted to love, or, there's definitely surprise element in June for you, and it's popping out of nowhere, but you're ready for this. You're securing your position. You're in a really good position in June. It says here, you are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all you need. Okay, so trust in the path, but be prepared. Squirrel away. If you can see that squirrel there, it's almost like getting ready for a rainy day, that sort of thing. And that really connects to your sixth house of daily routines, paying bills, spring cleaning, always making sure that you are sort of like prepared for everything. When you pay the bills and then you put your money away and you make sure that, for example, that you've got savings in any eventuality. I feel like you're getting clear and getting prepared. So let us move on and get some advice. Thank you so much. A squirrel is very, very industrious. I watched a squirrel there back in, it was the end of last year. It was gathering all the nuts in the garden below me, and I was watching this squirrel, and I'm telling you, this squirrel was hiding nuts upon nuts upon nuts, and I was like, wow, and in all different places. And then I read up about squirrels, and I found that actually squirrels, they put some nuts in a secret hiding place, and then when they realized they were being watched, probably the squirrel noticed I was watching it, and it also buries nuts in another place. knowing that it's being watched, so that it's almost like a decoy. It's like, yeah, I'll put some nuts over here, so if you want to come and steal my nuts, they're over here, but the bigger stash is in the secret pile way over the garden where nobody can see. So squirrels are actually very, very clever. So I feel like you're being really shrewd, you're making really good decisions, and you're preparing for something, whether it is you're preparing for a job interview, or you're preparing for a court case, or you're preparing to move, or for a new opportunity or a change in life. I feel like you got this. Okay, so I'm just going to oh, that's so weird. I picked up the wrong deck, but they want me to honor it. I was meant to go to this deck, but I've actually picked these two decks, so two cards by accident. There's no accidents. I always believe things happen for a reason. So the first one there is the one who creates: creativity, originality, spontaneity. So yep, a lot of creative expression, a lot more productive than usual, and there may be like a sudden surprise project that comes along, or you may do something that, I mean, the Wheel of Fortune can talk about spontaneity. So maybe suddenly you have a wonderful idea and you activate it. We've also got the one who is present now, awareness, acceptance. So this is about getting clear on what you want and keeping your eyes wide open for the time, connecting to meditation, and being aware of your surroundings. So it's all, again, I just get this energy of you sort of being ready to take an opportunity in the here and now that surprises you. So let me just go and get a personal power oracle deck. They just want one, actually. I trust my intuition. That is so important for you, my beautiful Cancerians, because sometimes you doubt yourself or you doubt your intuition. It's bang on point, okay? Time after time after time. If you've got a hunch and you don't trust it, and then later on you're like, damn, should have trusted it. You remember, those moments are there to show you that you've got this. And it's number 15, which is, of course, the Devil card. So anything that you feel that has been blocking you, anything that you feel has been giving you low energy or low vibe, you're overcoming it. You're trusting your intuition to project yourself forward and raise your vibrations. I'm just going to get some runes before we close. I hope I'm getting 3 here. I've got my eyes closed. I need to check 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Let me see the first one for you. Okay, yeah. So right now they're actually showing me an ocean. So this has got to be the rune that connects to emotions. Yes, it is. It is, yeah. So this is the rune that connects to water, your emotions, your psychic abilities, your intuition. You're going to be really connected in the month of June in particular. As you move through closer and closer to your birthday month, you're coming into your own, you're becoming. So you're going to get a lot of psychic flashes as well. And I always say this, people say, oh, I'm not psychic, Baba. We are all connected. It's just sometimes we block it, or we're afraid of it, or we're not ready for it. It comes in moments. So sometimes it will come in where you just know something. You don't know why, but you just know it. You've connected to it in that moment. So everyone has the ability, okay? Just some people are better at honing it than others, or it's stronger in others than some. So now this one, yeah, this is, I'm just getting the image of the Page of Pentacles, and I've seen, it's almost like the Page of Pentacles, the image that they're showing me in the water, it's almost like the Page of Pentacles even moved closer to protect that pentacle. Okay, there we go. That is the Giant rune, and that is all about protection, actually. This is about protection, keeping your eyes wide open, seeking counsel, for example, taking action on something. So I feel like Giant is like being the bigger person, or having the power in a difficult situation. So again, they're showing me how you are bigger and better than the situation that maybe has been causing difficulties, and that you're going to overcome and a challenging situation and come out on top. Whatever it is you're fighting for, you will achieve it. Ooh, okay. So this gone like super, super cold. So I can only imagine it is the Ice rune. Yes, it is. Okay, so that is about energy. Okay, there may have been a cooling off period to do with something, or you're separating from something, or you've got a new focus, but it means that I feel like you're actually headed in another direction that is, let's put it this way. The Sun is the best card in the deck. It's the most positive card in the deck, and it's hot. It's hot energy. So the Ice one, the Ice rune is like you're separating from something that you may have gone cold on, or that you felt needed to change, that you needed to just like leave behind because it's no longer resonating for you. You're changing your focus. So I really feel like it's almost like there is an ending and it's bringing a new beginning. Now, also, this ruin, I've got it in the upright, I feel. So this can be that if you felt like there was a breach of your confidentiality or your loyalty in some area and you're fighting for what is right, I feel like things will go in your favor. Just be true to yourself and be authentic, and it will all work out. And you gotta win. So I'm gonna leave it like that. I hope something resonates. This was a complex reading. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Also, if you'd like to be with a chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is write 5 things down on a piece of paper that you feel are blocking you, and find a creative way to release it to the universe, whether it is do a safe burning ritual outside or rip it up into tiny pieces and throw it in the trash. Whatever resonates for you. And in the comments box below, put these words: I've let it go, now I'm in the flow. I've let it go, now I'm in the flow. And I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 28th of June, and I'll announce the winner's name in a video upload only, okay? Thank you so much, my beautiful Cancerians. Love and light.